Come on. Come on, hurry. Come on. Come on. Welcome to the debut edition of Mark vs. Mark. I'm Mark Furlife, here with my buddy Mark E Xtreme.
Oh, hell yeah. If you're going to do it, brother, you got to do it right. It's Mark E Xtreme, 15 plus years, undefeated, backyard wrestling entertainment champion. Man, this is a long time coming.
I like your championship.
Oh, thank you very much. That's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this. I got to say off the top, man, it is so amazing to finally see you in person. You look a little different than I would have pictured, but it's still great to finally meet you.
Same. I do want to say, too, I know you got that championship, but my brother, the big guy Ryback, he actually, again, it's so heavy. Intercontinental Championship right here.
Yeah, well, I mean,
look at that. Look at it. I mean, yours look bad.
I mean, but you gotta weigh them out into tiers. I mean, that's an Intercontinental Championship. This is a
heavyweight. It says heavyweight on it.
Yeah, but this is a World's Championship.
That's clearly a lightweight title. Lightweight.
Okay, I mean, to each his own. But yeah, I mean, Mark and I, we met. Everybody watching at home, we met years ago. Wait, that's your. that's your name. It was my name too, and we met years ago on a wrestling forum and during the Attitude Era, and we've kept in touch ever since. And my career went one way, his went another, and so did his brother's. I'm not doing this to try to get in touch with your brother. I'm doing this because we're friends, and I always thought
you kind of always talked to me because you liked Ryback, but.
No, I mean, not at all. I mean,
you working in Smith's, working at the grocery store, stocking groceries. It's the same thing as being a wrestler.
It's a respectable business,
COVID's hit me hard. I've been sick 17 times.
Yeah, well, Matt Corona, he's screwing with everybody. But, I went in and I started my own wrestling business. You were working at a grocery store. Your brother became a wrestling superstar. But, to each his own up. We're going to each have different perspectives on this show of topics in wrestling. And I'm excited to give a Mark versus Mark perspective.
Just as two Marks just talking. Just shooting the stuff. I try not to cuss anymore for my YouTube, Mark. Okay. For Ryback gave me some strict instructions whenever I hop on his YouTube channel.
Are you afraid of him?
A little bit. He's a little firecracker.
He's jacked as hell, man. I don't get it.
I mean, I do good too. We got. It's not like the Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger twins thing. I mean, we both got Arnold's body, but he clearly. I mean, yeah.
Okay. First of all, how do you guys get that jacked?
Feed me more nutrition.
Okay, well, I'm trying to start my own nutrition line myself, Marky Xtreme's talent enhancement gummies, but I don't need to plug anything right now. But
I hope you're not using the artificial sweeteners in it.
Oh well, we use whatever's cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Cute.
You gotta save a buck.
Yeah. Anyways, Mark. This show's about just two Marks. We're just talk about wrestling. We love wrestling. Mm-hmm. Two different perspectives. We just see what, this is our debut episode. I'm anticipating millions and millions of views on YouTube.
Yeah, that was like The Rock. That was awesome. Hell yeah. The millions and millions. No, but this is what you and I have been doing for years on Instant Messenger. We
haven't even seen this is our first time actually even seeing each other.
So we had the idea the other day, let's do what we've been doing for years on YouTube, and I think it's a genius idea.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were fat. You're not. You look good.
I'm not. I take my fitness very seriously. You have a
personality. I mean, it's a compliment. You have a personality of a fat guy. Like when we talk, I never, texting and Reddit and all that. That's a good thing, though. You develop the personality, and I look at you, you're in good shape.
I mean, I'm not that. I mean, I'm no Ryback, but I'm trying to get there. I run a shake weight class every Wednesday. So I take my fitness very seriously.
I really like that championship, though. How many times have you defended that a lot?
I'm 15 plus years undefeated. I have a little book that I keep all my victories in, but it's over 1,000 victories.
What's your finishing move?
I take a steel chair and I bash my opponent over the head repeatedly until they pass out. It gets the job done, right?
You wouldn't last long in the WWE with all that concussion stuff. You wouldn't even have a finisher.
There are a bunch of wussies up there, but
you would have to get a new finisher. That's dangerous.
They can make me get a new finisher. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. But let's talk some wrestling.
What's going on this week? What do you have? Got any dirt?
Before a lot have been going on in wrestling.
Did you see the Marty Jannetty stuff?
Yeah, he said that. I don't believe it for a second. You
think he's working us? He's working the work.
I think he's pulling a Terry Bollea. Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan. I think that I think he killed somebody, and he's saying, "Oh, it's a wrestling storyline. Oh, how convenient, Marty Jannetty." Yeah, that's like me saying, "Oh yeah, my pecker's really small. It's a part of a storyline." But you know what I mean. Did I say that out loud?
I mean, you said it.
Well, anyways, what do you think about the Marty Jannetty situation?
I'm a Mark, so I'm going to go with it. I'm going to be worked. I'm letting him work me, but I'm going to believe it. Total storyline. He just came out. He spoiled the storyline. He got too hot, as he said. It got too hot.
Yeah,
too hot to trot. He had to spoil it.
What company was this going to be a storyline?
No fans. I'm disappointed. He was going to get arrested for real by his cop friend.
I mean, it's long-term storytelling. It's good booking. I mean, if it is a storyline, it's good booking. That's what you need in a wrestling company is good long-term storytelling. And,
too real. He got too real. He got too real with it.
Got too real.
Mark, too real. You can't get too real with the Marks. We can't tell the difference between reality and fiction. And I'll be the first one to say it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Right. Another thing that got too real was this past weekend, freaking AEW All Out, more like AEW All Botch, if you know what I mean. Do you see all the goddamn botches that happened this past
I tried to order the pay-per-view. Cox Communications was being a real Cox. They couldn't order the pay-per-view. I called us on the phone for 45 minutes, and they couldn't get it. Could not order it here in Vegas on my box. I had a bad box.
Oh,
I heard there were a lot of botches. It
was a botch out, man. It was botch after botch after botch after botch. But I watched a pirate thing on the internet. But
I love Captain Jack Sparrow.
It's two different
pirate.
It's two different pirating things. Two different pirates. Mark.
I knew that.
Yeah, two different pirates. It's all good. It happens all the time. Matt Hardy, though, took a vicious bump off a ladder. And, I thought it was badass. But, his wife was not too happy about that.
I bet. You imagine, Matt Hardy? The gimmick is you can't kill Matt Hardy. And what if he would have died?
I thought he was dead. Did you see his face after?
That would have been the worst thing ever. I mean, legitimately. But the total gimmick would have been ruined.
It would have ruined his gimmick.
That would have been more upset over the gimmick being ruined than anything, because I'm a real Mark.
Amen. I think that,
You can't be going around saying you can't kill me and then you get killed.
Yeah, ruins a gimmick.
What, you're human?
Yeah, I don't.
He better not died. I would have been pissed.
I would have been pretty pissed off,
for all the wrong reasons.
All the wrong reasons.
All the wrong reasons. I could take the heat. I'd
have been pretty pissed too. Matt Hardy needs to think about that when he starts, doing these crazy bumps. If you're going to ruin a gimmick, you're going to piss off some people. Matt Sydal made his debut and slipped on the top rope. Did you see a GIF?
I did see that. I like Matt. I like Evan Bourne. I love him as Evan Bourne.
Yeah.
Once I learn a name, I'm a WWE guy. It's Evan Bourne.
Yeah, Evan Bourne, made his AEW debut and god dang slipped and, ruined it. Freaking went for his, it was a shooting star, and then he slipped on the top rope.
Do you think all the guys are wearing a lot of baby oil? Is that why? Matt Cardona loves baby oil. I know for a fact. Him and Cody Rhodes, they just pour the baby oil all on their, even though Cody's not wrestling right now, but Matt was there. Did Matt Cardona wrestle before Evan Bourne was out there?
God dang it, I don't know.
I would say we could connect it to Zack Ryder.
Can I just say this? Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder, freaks me out a little bit with his toy obsession. It just freaks me out a little bit.
What's wrong with toys?
But do you play with toys?
I like some action figures.
Well, I buy action figures for research purposes.
Wait, you don't take baths and play with action figures too? I got like my barrel of monkeys, the little toys. I got some Toy Story stuff, Woody, and some of the other figures. And then I got my.
Whoa! I don't want to hear about your Woody in a bathtub. I don't want to hear about your goddamn Woody in a bathtub.
There's bubbles in there. Don't worry, you can't see anything. Always got bubbles. I love Mr. Bubbles. I pour the whole bottle in. It's a good time.
I think that you're worried about your kids watching. And you're over here talking about Woodies in a bathtub.
I don't have any kids. I can't get a woman to marry me.
Oh, God dang, Matt.
COVID's been really hard, Mark. COVID's been hard.
Yeah. Well, it was also hard, talking about hard things. Jim Ross made a comment about a wardrobe malfunction that almost got him in a lot of trouble. Did you hear about that?
No, what did he say?
So during the AEW All Out pay-per-view, I missed it, and I'm pissed off that I missed it. There was apparently a close wardrobe malfunction, and Jim Ross apparently said something like he wishes there would have been a wardrobe malfunction. So, look, old man creeping people out over there.
God forbid we have a horny old man on commentary. What's wrong with that?
It's weird, Mark.
I mean, if he's a man, he's single. He'd probably if he finds somebody attractive, he finds somebody attractive.
Yeah,
regardless,
I guess so.
Love knows no age. Love knows no age.
Amen.
We're all going to be old someday if we're lucky, Mark.
I don't know.
So it's creepy if we compliment a young, hot little broad?
Well,
where do we draw the line? What can you say? What can't you say? Is there a rule book on what you can't say now?
But that's something I've always been very worried about lately. Is everybody's getting canceled and everybody's getting, and all these floaty butterflies and people getting so offended. I don't know what I can and can't say anymore, and that's why I'm like worried. That's why I'm worried to say the wrong thing on this Mark vs. Mark show.
You can say anything on here. We just try not to cuss, but if we do, we do.
No, but I don't want to talk about underage girls thinking that, or not underage. What? I don't want to talk about. I mean, young girls. See, now I'm saying the wrong thing, and I'm
you can't talk about that stuff, Mark.
Mark,
Pat Buck for the WWE.
Who the hell is that?
That's one of the producers. You don't know about him? Heard a bunch of stuff about him. We'll talk about that off the air.
All right, I'm stoked to hear about that.
Jesus.
Also, AEW, we had the Mimosa Mayhem match. What do you think about that?
I love mimosas.
Okay.
They're good. They look good. Do you think, did they really use real mimosa for that?
I don't know. When Jericho was laying in it at the end of it, looked like a big old.
To drink it.
To me, it looked like a bucket of piss. Like it looked like he peed. Orange. He peed in a. Yeah. What is your pee color?
There's some hair. I'm losing my hair. The COVID is losing my hair.
All I know is my pee comes out that color, and it reminded me of peeing.
But Jericho does like to drink a lot.
Exactly.
So that changes the color of your pee.
Exactly. So I think it was a big old bucket of piss.
That stuff, I heard he's doing good on that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big old bucket of piss. And, but here's my thing is like matches like this, I'm not a fan of them. I don't want to speak for you, but I assume so. Guys like us.
Mark. I like the storytelling.
Exactly. I don't like when people make a joke of this business, and I don't think you do either.
No, I go on Twitter tirades when I see it.
Yeah, hell.
Hours at a time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been blocked by a lot of people.
Yeah, how many have you been blocked by at this point?
7,700.
Damn, man, that's sick.
I'm active on social. I'm really active.
Did Jim Cornette block you?
I'm blocked by all of them.
Hell yeah.
There's always Bischoff, Shivani, Cornette, Corny, Conrad. Conrad blocked me.
Why did Conrad Thompson block you?
I don't know. I said something about home mortgages being stupid, and I don't know. He lost his cool.
What a
that's what I said. I was drunk, I think, too. But I mean, I was just busting his balls.
Yeah.
I think the guy he seemed like a lighthearted guy, but he was quick on that block.
Yeah, geez, wussy.
What about you? You been blocked by a few?
I mean, most people, because I am one of the boys and I work in the business,
a little different.
I'm one of the boys. Haven't got Ryback to follow me yet. I'm one of the boys,
He's a tough one to crack. He's tough. But once he does, he's for life.
Yeah, I bet so. But Jim Cornette blocked me. Definitely.
He's an angry man, though. He's an angry man.
Yeah, well, I did an interview with Kenny King on my YouTube channel, and Kenny King talked about something about Jim Cornette and butthole stuff. I don't know, and that's why
really?
And I think that's why Jim Cornette blocked me, because I had that on my YouTube channel.
What do you mean, Jim Cornette butthole stuff?
I don't know. Can I talk about this with you, or should we talk about?
Use the word butthole.
Okay. I'll just. Kenny King said Jim Cornette likes in his butthole like that.
Like pegging?
Is that what it's called?
That's when women do it to you.
I guess so. And he said that's what Jim Cornette likes. And then I tweeted that and that video, and Jim Cornette
tweeted that at him.
Yeah, because I wanted to know.
Balls.
I don't play around with buttholes, and I need to know when somebody.
It's a one-way exit.
Yeah, exactly. And so nobody's coming near my butthole. I don't want to talk about buttholes, so I needed to clear the air with Jim Cornette and be like, "Is this true? What is the deal here?" And then he blocked me, so I don't know.
Most people it's an exit. Some people it's an entrance and an exit.
Yeah, I mean, some people it's a 4-lane highway. I
know my Ryback's friends with Phoenix and Ray. That's definitely it. May be like a 6 or 7 lane highway.
Hey man, and that's people's business and their own business.
Well, it's out there. It's out there for everybody to see. It's close.
Oh, is it really?
I think so.
Can you send me that link?
We'll talk after.
Hell yeah! I hope my girlfriend's not watching. Too sweet me.
Too sweet.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I knew we get along. We always get along well, Mark.
Yeah, we can sometimes have different opinions, but we always come right back to the too sweet.
Always do the too sweet. Sometimes you're stupid, but it is what it is. What do you think? What do you think about the Brock Lesnar stuff going on?
What's happening?
He's a free agent, supposedly. WWE pulled his merchandise.
Hell yeah!
Now there's talk of him going back to UFC, playing both sides until Vince wants him for that blood Saudi money and then brings it back in. But there's talk of him fighting John Jones.
Oh, well, I think there's a lot of opportunity out there for Brock Lesnar. Are you choking there, Mark?
No, it's a COVID cough. I still have lingering symptoms.
Oh, Jesus.
I ain't making jokes of this. I have a weak immune system.
Yeah.
People get offended. They're like, you can't make jokes. Well, I really had it, okay?
How do you have such a weak immune system, but you're jacked like your brother? I don't get it.
It's like I said. It's like the Arnold, the twins, but he kind of just got the better of we got physically. We look kind of the same, but like luck everything. He always is lucky. Always lucky, and I'm always unlucky.
I don't know if you know this, but my dad is a wrestler. My mom banged a wrestler in the 80s. She was a little drunk. She doesn't know who he is, but he's still out there. So,
do you know
who my dad is?
No, you ever talk about your dad?
No, I don't know who he is because my mom banged a wrestler.
You're asking me if I know who your dad is.
Do you know who my dad is?
And he was in the 80s?
She said he was a wrestler in the 80s. She knew
famous or on what?
She said he was pretty famous, but she doesn't remember what he looks like or anything.
Could have been Nick Bockwinkel, maybe.
Maybe. That'd be sick.
He was still going in the 80s. He would have been able to put it to her pretty good in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first guy that comes to my mind is Nick Bockwinkel. But he's passed. I'm sorry.
Damn it. Yeah, that's another thing. I just hope he's still.
I didn't mean, but
that's all good.
A good man.
Maybe my dad was Big Bockwinkel. But yeah, back to Brock Lesnar. There's a lot of opportunities, I think, on the plate for him. Did you just punch the air?
I sometimes do a working jab.
Hell yeah. Back to Brock Lesnar. I think that there's a lot of opportunities on the table. He could go back to WWE, go back to UFC, potentially AEW, or my own company, Backyard Wrestling Entertainment. But Mark, where would you like to see Brock Lesnar end up?
So many possibilities. I think that it's a payday for UFC with him and John Jones. I think there's one big payday left. Because he's 43 years old, still young, still looks good, still jacked. But he has to go to that USADA drug testing pool, and we all know that's not his best friend.
Yeah. Yeah,
he ain't no Ryback. He can't do it without it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say anything, because I'm quite afraid of if Brock Lesnar might show up in my house while I'm sleeping.
I'm not. Ryback lives here. Ryback protect me.
Oh, well, hopefully he'll
protect me. My ma lives here, too. I live with Ma.
Your mom's pretty hot.
Actually, I live with Ryback and my ma.
Yeah.
Ryback takes care of my mom.
Yeah.
I can't. I can barely afford to get by myself. Ryback always just bail me out. I had a real bad cocaine addiction for a while too, drinking problem here in Vegas.
Yeah.
Hookers, whole deal. But I've been pretty good. COVID, like I said, COVID's been a little rough. I've been unemployed for a while, but I was collecting double unemployment for a while, and then I'm down to single unemployment. But I think I'll pull it together by Christmas.
Yeah, probably, man.
I hope. They're gonna buy gifts for everybody.
I'm rooting for you.
Thank you.
You know, I gotta come clean about something. You know, I for several months thought that this whole COVID and quarantine and all this was a bunch of luchadors, and I didn't really understand what was happening. And but I found out recently what it is Matt Corona. You know, is infecting everybody and causing nobody to come to any of the shows, and attendance is at an all-time low. So good, thank you, Matt Corona, for ruining wrestling.
I thought this was some sort of conspiracy with the world just to kind of like depopulate, made in the Chinese thing.
Matt Corona. Matt Corona.
Is that him? Is he running that whole organization?
It's all him. It's all his fault.
They almost got me. I still think it might get me by the time it's over.
Yeah.
Ryback hasn't been sick in 7.5 years, though. He's a little B.
How the hell does he do that?
I don't know. He's always catching lucky breaks. I'm happy for him, I guess.
Are you?
Yeah.
Don't cry, man. You crib. I get it, man.
You don't even know. What do you know?
I mean, I'm in the business. I kind of get it, but we want to move on. Roman Reigns.
Something that perked me up a little bit.
I got something that's going to make you happy.
Talk about divas. I like talking about divas, or whatever you got.
I got something that'll make you happy. Roman Reigns is finally a heel.
About time.
About freaking time.
About time.
Dang it.
5 years too late, but I'll take it.
You know, I agree. It should have happened a long time ago. You know, but finally,
Roman getting fatter. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I'm worried that he's just
diabetes for sure.
Yeah, ticking time bomb.
He always reminds me of that. You know the guy from the Batman movie,
Penguin Man,
Oswald Cobblepot.
Yeah,
he looks like him. Just spot on.
Yeah,
spot on.
I could see that.
Yeah, but I noticed when he was with Roman, he looked a little fatter.
Yeah, I mean,
but it makes Roman. I think Paul though just sometimes does it to make the people he's with look better. He's just a consummate professional.
Does whatever's best for the business.
And then everyone's like, man, Roman's so jacked, but it's because Paul's so fat.
Exactly.
Mark psychology.
Exactly.
You know it.
You know, but it's happened. It's exactly. I mean, I went from hating him to loving him, and now I'm a Roman Reigns.
I do like him a lot more now. Do you think he faked the whole cancer thing? For sympathy, but then he's going to come out and come clean about it with Paul Heyman?
There's a lot of people that think that. I
read about that on the chat forums all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's been something we discussed on there, and
people label us conspiracy theorists, but yeah, I think there's some truth to it.
Hey, man, but here's what I'll say: you got to do what you got to do to get yourself over.
You got it. You got to get the heat. You got to get the babyface sympathy any way you can these days. You got to work the workers, work the marks, work it all. Work it.
Work the boys, work the marks, work the system. And, if he had to do that to, get some babyface heat, because everybody was hating him. People were.
I always have. I always hated him.
Same here.
I have a dartboard upstairs, Ryback's dartboard. I put Roman Reigns' picture on it sometimes when I really hate him, when I get really mad. Usually when he gets all these opportunities over and over again and capitalizes on them. I throw the darts at it repeatedly.
Hell yeah. I do kind of the same thing for I hate John Cena. And so
I hate him too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and so
I can see him. I've always been able to see him. Always been able to see him. Oh,
it's shit.
What do you think? We're all stupid?
I ain't dumb.
He's insulting our intelligence over and over again. You can't see me?
Bull crap. I can't.
Yes, called it from the beginning. Saw him the first time he ever said it.
Hey man, it's stupid. He's trying to make me think I'm stupid, and I'm not stupid.
I'm not stupid either. No, we're not. We're best friends.
Exactly, man. Man, this is
great. I think this first Mark versus Mark has been quite spectacular. I think we'll wrap it up. Because we try to stay within these guidelines for YouTube for the views, because this is going to get some views. I have a feeling.
Hell yes. What
Bailey? Well, you got something? What do you got?
I got a question for you. You know, this whole WWE Thunderdome, you know, what is stopping somebody? You all right over there?
Good. I sometimes go to get these flashbacks.
I understand. Thunderdome. What is stopping somebody from going on camera and whipping out their pecker?
Well, I think it's safe to say that most of the marks have small ones.
Oh, so maybe they already have and nobody could see it.
Can't see it. That thing, it's a very real possibility. I also have heard from Ryback, who's heard from the inside, that they are pretty good monitoring guidelines. Somebody actually got the big guy Ryback. Two different people. They caught him though before Raw went on the air behind the commentators. He had a front row spot. And then they caught him eating chips. And then somebody got it on the show. I think during the Hurt Business. What's that?
Did you do that?
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Okay. I think it was you.
No, I legally can't say it was me.
Okay, no, I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
No heat over here, brother.
No heat over here on this show. But god dang, man, Mark versus Mark, I can hear David Meltzerman over there talking about how good this show was. It's a 6-star match,
Him and that little clown sidekick, Alcatraz.
Yeah, right. God dang, man.
I got a question to wrap this up with you.
Please.
Bailey, name some divas.
Lita, Trish Stratus.
No, not from the Attitude Era, Mark. From like now.
Natalia. God dang.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's use Natalia. Okay, I got them. Okay. Bailey, Sasha, Natalia. Pork, Mary, kill. Go.
Bailey, Sasha, and Natalia.
Ooh. Pork, Mary, kill.
Kill Bailey because she freaks me out. I can't tell what's happening with her. She creeps me out. If I had to kill one of them, yeah.
She has that sweet pumpkin little butt.
But her face makes me. I don't know if she's a child or an adult.
It's like she has that like Ellen DeGeneres lesbian look now. It looks to me like Bailey. The only thing I don't like about the look, it looks like her poops are really, really smelly now. I mean, poop is smelly in general, but it looks like with like the whole haircut, it looks really smelly.
I get that. She went from looking like she doesn't have
poops were like normal, and now they're like really smelly.
Weird poops.
Like because she's on like some vegan diet or something crazy, and like she's going through this experimental phase.
That is, you're blowing my mind. I'm telling
you, Mark Psychology.
Mark Psychology is genius.
And it's making me hate her.
I unfortunately have to kill Bailey.
I'm okay. I'll let that go.
Who are my other? Natalia and Sasha Banks?
Sasha Banks, the boss. Pork, Mary, kill. So we're killing Bailey.
I'd have to marry Sasha Banks, man. Whew.
She does look good.
Geez, goddamn, man! I'd tell you what, I'd call the cops and then I'd tell the ambulance to stay back because I put all the in the kitchen.
Would you lick her armpits?
Do whatever.
You're a dog. You're a real dog.
And I'd pork Natalia because it's the last option. So
I get it. Cute. All right, I just wanted to wrap up with something strong finish. I always heard Vince McMahon has always talked about you have to have a strong finish, and I think that's as strong as the finish as we're going to get here. But, Mark, I got to say thank you. This has been a real pleasure, and hopefully we can get together and talk some more wrestling.
Hell yeah, anytime, brother. The 2 marks and, two marks, too sweet, right?
2 marks with 2 attitudes.
2 marks with 2 attitudes that are too sweet.
Who would be the Shawn and the Diesel? Could I be Diesel? I don't know, Diesel. You can be
I want to be Diesel.
You look like you throw a super kick or 5.
I can throw, hell yeah, I can throw a super kick.
Okay, cute. All right, guys, this has been the debut edition of Mark vs. Mark. Too cute, too sweet.
Too sweet, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.